Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wolf Among Us. We're ready to take down this villain.
Rigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
So I really don't have one.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullets. Now, I may not be the best shot.
So
I
that's
can guarantee
6
that at least
good
one
reasons?
bolt will meet its mark. I won't miss next time.
I don't believe you.
Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the Woodlands, doesn't she?
Is this where the bad guy explains everything before you kill him?
You plan to do what she says, don't you?
Snow's not here. You're dealing with me now.
That may be true, but I'd advise against defying your new boss.
Well, why are you backing up
At
then?
least for the time being. You will bring me back alive.
Pretty
Look, all I
demanding.
ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial. Are we clear?
You need to tell
I'm
me
honestly
right
just the sheriff.
now.
I don't-
We're not going anywhere
handle
until I
that
get
side
some
of
answers
things.
from you.
If you want answers, you're going to have to cooperate with me. Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community.
That's funny, because you talk a lot.
I don't mean to belabor the point,
See?
but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless.
I don't like
and
his
I worry you're not
shoes.
thinking of the... Let me ask you
It's
an
weird to
honest
say,
question.
but...
What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero? Because those are two very different things.
This is about justice. I'm the sheriff. I have to do what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it. Georgie.
I think he's really big on semantics. Like,
He's dead, isn't he?
yeah. Yeah, he is.
My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in.
Let's not
But
ask
you
him that
can
question.
Brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again. My previous interactions with her have gone rather well.
Shut up.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say?
I say screw you. Yeah, what you
I'm
think
sure
now?
Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest.
It's really hard not to just kill
Given
him.
a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
I can't tell if he's like upset about that now because I don't really like looking at his face too much, for obvious reasons.
I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing
Are
happening?
we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to...
Hey, look who I brought.
He's back.
Life of the fucking party.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
It was a very odd spit.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
No
And
faith.
after what happened with Mary,
It's nothing. I'm fine.
I guess
I whooped
you've
a
been
lot of
worse.
ass.
You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised.
She almost
Not
sounds
that you did
sad to
well,
say that.
But that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up.
Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do you have to say
Where
for
the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You think
girls.
you have the right to
And
just
what about
do this
Faith?
to
Okay,
people?
okay,
You're a
everyone
fucking
is
crook.
shouting.
You should be ashamed.
Everyone is shouting.
Everyone?
Please shut the fuck up.
Can I have your attention?
Thank you.
Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible.
And that would have complicated
The
the
Crooked
scene.
Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porge who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
But you did,
But I
because
thought
you're
it
an
would be
asshole.
unwise to proceed with such faulty information.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Uh-oh.
Yes, Sheriff. Where is the rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Yeah.
Sheriff?
About that.
Don't worry about it. It's done.
That's
Justice
best
has
way to
already
answer.
been dispatched. Bigby executed him.
He's... what?
Dead.
So you
is
see, the
not an
culprit
accurate
has
way to
been
put that.
punished. There's no
That doesn't
need for
change
this.
anything.
He attacked me.
We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have
And
a
you
lot to
wear all the
answer
fancy
for.
jewelry,
And
so I
don't.
believe him.
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you
Does
can have your
Fabletown
say.
have, like,
Got
a
it?
Bill of Rights?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf,
Twice.
Yeah.
A
I
misunderstanding.
didn't forget that other
aiding
time.
and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And being an
And
asshole.
resisting arrest.
And resisting
Oh.
arrest.
Yes. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record.
That's not how this works. You
Bullshit!
can't just say that and it
Hell,
goes
you
away.
The charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
I know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning. So cut the shit.
We all know who you are. We know what you've
Just
done.
give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a
We want an
chance to defend
execution.
yourself. And I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
We are still in the USA, people. Come on.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was.
Kind of a
He was
douchebag.
a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Are you gonna get to your point or what?
Georgie was
Bullshit.
working for me,
Boo. Move
yes,
on with the story.
But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg. It was only a matter of time before something like this happened.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Up until a point, sir.
Helpful isn't the word I would use.
My
You did offer me a
comrades are
drink,
another
though.
matter.
And I
I'm
appreciate
sorry for the
that.
predicament they put you in. They get a bit carried away sometimes.
That's why
it's
one of them's
true.
dead.
Loyal to the end. They do it because they
technically
want to
two.
protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even
Why'd you
give
look
up
at
an
her?
innocent man, just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
I think you're done talking.
What are you afraid of? Why not let an old man say his piece? Let me explain this to
Because
you.
you've drawn
My employees
on
are just
and
that,
on
hired
and
help.
on.
I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant.
This
When
guy's,
your
I give him
government
credit.
abandoned you,
He's
left
slippery.
you poor and helpless,
The born
snuggled on
politician.
street corners, I was there to look out for you,
Yes, but
wasn't I?
Let's see.
We didn't abandon anyone. We've been trying to help them.
Really?
We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed
What
on
about
us.
Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours.
And
Because
make
I
a shit
helped
ton
her,
of
she
money.
was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
See? I knew that would come back to help me.
you were gonna burn her
That's
tree?
why I did that.
Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true?
Snow?
Don't blame Snow. She had her reasons. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man. That's why Snow wanted your tree burned.
That's not why.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice
Oh,
what he'd
okay.
do to get it.
We're just getting
it had
blunt
nothing
here,
to do
okay.
with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes.
Oh,
But
BS.
believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you.
Or at least tolerate most
And
of you.
so does the sheriff.
That is bullshit.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
I think the tables just turned.
Very good.
That deserves
Very
a slow
good.
clap, you're right.
The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie was working for you.
We still have to
Bigby
deal
got
with
a
due
confession
process.
that-
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Is this the part where someone steps up
Snow?
and claims to have new evidence?
So, are we done?
And what about your history? All you've done to this
I haven't
fucking
watched a lot
town.
of Law and Order lately.
What do you
but
mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right.
I'm not
We're
letting this
doing
guy go. I work way too hard.
Of course it's right.
To get
This
this
man
guy here.
tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course.
I mean, it is kind
Yes,
of a easy
you're
jump of logic.
responsible.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
Yeah,
How
like
about the
what?
way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my
Technically,
watch.
Bluebeard did that.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
What? You think you shouldn't be held accountable?
Snow had nothing to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened.
Exactly.
Right before you
Blame
decided
your
to kidnap
predecessor.
him.
That is the
It was
best
for his own
rule in
protection.
politics.
Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right. Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
I'm
know...
thinking the mob
Laws apply
mentality
when we
might
need
actually
them.
win out
Bluebeard,
here.
please.
What's that supposed to mean?
That's
I
not
mean, a
true.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm
Is this
speaking.
becoming a class
We lashed
system
our
thing?
ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny?
To say that
Without
Bigby isn't
me,
a tower is
who
kind
will
of
pay
funny.
your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be there?
Bigby! Miss White!
Oh. Okay, wasn't expecting that. Totally forgot she existed.
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath?
What's she doing here?
I think she's the
I'd
ace
like
in the
to-
hole.
I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
It's about this, dumbass.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
whether-
up.
Yeah, shut the hell
You
up.
enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's
yeah.
body.
You're a little fucked, aren't you?
Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is
No,
highly irregular.
not exactly.
Vivian killed herself.
Kind
After putting in
of, but
pie.
like, not directly.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn
That,
about
ladies
me.
and gentlemen, is the smoking gun.
And now I can finally say, you're an asshole. And
Been
I
waiting
hope
to
you
say
rot
that
at the
so
bottom of the
long.
witching well for what you did.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on
Were you
this.
gonna say
We all
prostitute?
heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
The tables
Me
have
too.
turned once again, sir.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
Shut up,
No,
Baker.
that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to
Isn't
yourselves!
killing him making it
You're all
right? You know
rats,
what? Never mind.
Fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
Wait!
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Something's gonna happen.
Well,
But I don't know if we've actually decided what yet.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he
No,
won't
this
escape?
is how
I can
sequels
help.
happen.
We'll use
People
magic.
break out of these
I'm
prisons.
not good enough.
Maybe
There
she
will be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough
I don't care.
bloodshed
So we
already?
get rid
It's
of
too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I
Clearly.
think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
What about a vote?
What do you think this is?
Everyone, calm down.
This is a
Look,
democracy, damn
Snow
it.
should decide what we do with him. She's gonna be the deputy mayor, so...
But she's not the deputy mayor yet.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
Yeah, what
He was
about me?
appointed. He's the only official representative, really.
Oh.
He should be the judge.
Good point.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Right.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow,
Just do what you think is right.
I kill people
Yes,
usually,
Sheriff.
so
do what you think is right.
teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
I hate decisions.
Not this way.
Oh crap. Hold on, I'm hitting the button. Hold on. Yeah, okay, that filled out quick. Good. Yeah, not gonna happen, son. Messing with me.
There you are. I hope you all
Kill you? I just punched you. Shut up. God, I hate you.
When you try to sleep. Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still.
End it already.
I guess I've been trying to play this guy a bit better. He's trying to reform. Oh well, here we go. I hate you. I hate you so much.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you can't be
What
serious.
he's done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
All right, do it.